let's please welcome Merose Bicar, the owner of Adobo Republic. Merose, thank you so much for being part of the show. Please let us know who you are and a little bit more about your business.
Well, thank you guys for having me. And I am Merose Bicar-MacLeod, and I manage, I own, and I'm the chef of Adobo Republic, your first Filipino food truck in Massachusetts. And we are located in Wareham. It's the gateway to the Cape Cod, and we offer Filipino essentials. We have a chicken adobo, we have pork barbecue liempo, we have lumpia Shanghai, spring rolls, pancit, you name it. And we do a lot of public events. We do catering and corporate events, weddings, birthday parties. So if you have any events in the future, let us do the work. Send us your inquiries in.
Thank you so much, Merose. I think, as I mentioned before, the only downside of doing a virtual show is that we can't get to smell or taste any of the food. Not at this moment, anyways. But in terms of since we have some a little extra time, I just wanted to mention, in terms of food trucks, do you feel like there are a lot of Filipino food trucks in Massachusetts? I don't know. I'm not aware. So
Actually, there is like a lot of them. Um, Lately. Like last year when we started this business, we didn't think that it's going to work because we never see any food trucks around. But I think with it's starting to get like a thing around here in this area and in Cape Cod, stuff like that. So
Wow, you're a trendsetter. Adobo Republic is a trendsetter in like the Cape area, right? So, woohoo!
it's a great way to do it.
and what how far do you go in terms of, just so everyone who's watching might, how far do you drive?
We do go to Boston a lot, and we do have a lot of things going on in Cape Cod as well. So some people are from New Hampshire. They're trying to hire us for their events, but I think it has something to do with their town because every town has different requirements and permits. So we do go everywhere.
That's awesome.
It's good to know. So if you're thinking about bringing Filipino food to your next work party, or I don't know, picnic, or what have you, please feel free to reach out to Morose, and I think she'll be more than happy to oblige and bring amazing Filipino food to your door. That's a great thing about having a food truck.
Yeah, I love it. We go places to places, and people, will discover you more. And if you have more visibility, you gain a lot more customers from different part of the state. So
I love the presentation too. Like, did you ever? How do you do it? I mean, it seems like you're doing a lot, but like the presentation is just like it looks so fancy. It makes me want to like eat all of them, even like the plate or like whatever you're
yeah.
putting it on it.
Well, I I like my food like really good looking. If I want to see a food that is beautiful, I also want to make sure the food tastes good as well. Like all the flavor combination, and flavor profile should be on top notch. So there's a
Well,
good looking food. You know, People eat with their eyes first, so that's what I'm trying to do.
perfect. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna make sure that we have time. We already have some questions for you when the time comes. But certainly. Oh, hello there.
There,
That's a sous chef, I imagine. Is that right?
mini helper.
Next part, upcoming events. Morose, I know that you had mentioned that you have some upcoming events that you want to talk about. So we'll absolutely give you the opportunity to share.
Okay, so I have a couple events this September. Um, we have the September 14th Touch a Truck. If you're around in Wareham, This is a fundraising event, and all the funds will go towards Turning Point, which helps the community that are homeless and in needs of food and stuff. And then we have September 19, the Food Truck Thursday in Sandwich Museum, Heritage Gardens Museum. So if you're over in Cape Cod, um, this Food Truck Thursday that's going to happen on 9/19, September 19. They have a live band, and there's a couple more food trucks and a dessert truck. So it's gonna be a lot of fun with your family and friends. And then we have a food truck night in Fairhaven on September 20th. So it's from, I believe it's 5:30 to 8. And so if you're over in Dartmouth, Fall River, New Bedford area, it's your chance to get us from that area because we're gonna be there for one night. And then we have September 21st, Cape Cod Canal Day. So it's one of the biggest events here in Bourne. And we have a lot of crafts vendors, food vendors, a lot of food truck, and there's I think there's a running event, 5K run race event, something like that. And then we have the Harvest Moon Festival in Onset on September 28th. Scope of food trucks there as well. Also, the New Bedford on October 5th and the Harvard Square on October 6th. You will see us.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of events. We'll make sure we'll post that into the Filipinos in and Filipinos in Mass, so everybody can take a look at that for all those events and support you and attend all the
Usually,
series
you
of
can see
events.
it on our website or in our social medias every week where we're gonna be at, what our hours and stuff like that. So
Perfect.
Excellent.
Awesome. Yeah, I
Awesome.
love it. I love it. I think obviously in the food business, but any business, and if you're creating events to put yourself out there, you're doing your job. You know what I mean? So that's great work. Great work, Morose.
That's a
Thank you.
full packed schedule. I don't know how she does it. Like it's great. It's busy. You're making great
it's
food,
just
but you're also
busy.
coordinating all these events. It's amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Life is crazy. Might as well just go on for the ride.
Yeah,
That's right.
just enjoy it.
That's it. That's it. Okay, so this Ask Us Anything show portion of the show is that we bring the questions that are asked by our viewers, but also me and Antoinette will ask questions to our featured guests that really might interest our members and those who are watching. So I'm going to start by bringing up questions that our live guests have already asked, just so that we can actually get them on camera. So again, we all know that Karen is here watching. Charles, thank you so much for being a part here. Um, so Karen wants to know, Morose, what are the next big plans for Adobo Republic? What do you got planned for the company?
Um, Thanks, Karen. I love Karen. She's my girl. Thank you for your question. The next big plans, I am thinking maybe another food truck. We're not sure yet, but it's either a food truck or having our own restaurant. Either or.
Very nice. And what do you feel like the timing is going to be on that? No, don't we won't hold you to it, but just
The
in
next
case
food
some people
truck,
are,
Just an approximate.
yeah, approximate.
for my next food truck, I don't know. We'll see. Like maybe next year or in next 2 years. And I would like to do probably Empanada Express. I already said it in my page because last event we just sold like 300 empanadas for one event, and I'm like, oh, everybody loves empanadas, so I guess my next food truck will be Empanada Express.
Awesome.
I love it. I love it. My
Can you
Lola.
make mochi empanada as well?
Mochi empanada, yes, out of potato starch. Yes, I can probably do that. You know,
Yeah, perfect.
something different.
Collaboration and creation. That's what it's about. You guys are already connected. I think this, I can make this into a relevant question as a follow-up, Morose. I mean, obviously everyone's tasted Filipino food. Like, what makes your Filipino food different than what people might have tasted? Maybe that's a good question for you.
So my food, it's like a traditional taste, like flavors. Like you can taste the adobo, you can taste the liempo, but then like I kind of put a little bit to make it elevate the flavor a little bit. So with my chicken adobo, there's like a pineapple salsa that goes with it. So it's like sweet, salty, and fresh flavor. And then my with my barbecue liempo bowl, it has like cucumber kimchi on the side. So there's like a little bit kick to it. So it's a little different. I have ube churros, which is one of my best seller too. So it's usually like a Mexican churros, Mexican dessert, but it's coated with ube sugar, and then there's coconut on top, which represents our um, dessert as well. And there's some ube dip that goes with it. So it's really good, and it's just different. Eh, Different is good. People likes
Yeah,
different. So
yeah. No, that's great. That's great. And Christopher also asked if you were in one location. Right now, they are, but hopefully they'll
yeah,
be in future.
most of the
Future.
days we are here in Wareham. If we don't have big events coming, we are here Tuesday to Saturday. And yeah, but we do go places to places time to time.
Perfect. 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 Well, thank you so much, Morose. Morose, same question to you. We'd like to, why did you decide to start this business, your restaurant?
Um, First, I have a very strong passion with cooking. I love cooking for people, and I think it's just running my blood. And having a food truck is gives me more flexibility, especially if I because I have a very little kid, 4 years old and 13 years old. So
But you were saying about how you were passionate about the restaurant, and that's it was in your blood, and then you got cut off. So you wanna
yeah,
please continue.
the food truck is just more flexibility, and I can reach more people by doing events and stuff. So like it helps me introduce the Filipino food to a lot more people.
So this is actually one of Ruben's favorite question too about the challenges that because every one of us they always have challenges and hiccups maybe in our personal lives, professional lives, business. So what are the challenges that you encounter in your business and how did you overcome it? We would love to know your story.
I think the biggest challenge is just doing business by not by myself, but doing business as well as having kids, teenagers in school. Of course, he had some couple activities that I cannot attend because I have to be in my shop. Sometimes we have events, and I have a daughter that is 4 years old, and so yeah, just juggling here and there with between personal and business is just tough. And I think we just gonna have to learn our time management, and we needed some help sometimes. So my parents-in-law are helping us out so we can do our own thing.
No,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Yeah, we all have those challenges. So, but I think one of the things that will help is really just being part of a network, being part of a community like we're creating. So we really appreciate that you being a part of it. Morose, same question to you. What advice would you give anyone that might be watching right now?
So just like what said, that you gotta have a very strong passion about the business that you want to start, and also I think you gotta have some knowledge and experience so you're not setting yourself up for those stressful days, because it's never going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of work. And I think if you want to start business as well, you got to do it the right way, right process, because people will just right time you do proper licensing stuff, cost, and also have a lot of determination. Fun. You want to commit to this business and stay so happy doing it. It's gonna be part of all your business.
Okay, I think we still had a little bit of trouble, but I think just if I correct me if I'm wrong, you said very much a lot of the same things that Tao had mentioned. Like you got to have passion, you got to have fun doing it, but you also have to really know your stuff, know what you're doing.
You got to know what you're doing, so you're not setting up yourself to stress. Because it's hard. It's a hard business. It's not
Yeah,
easy.
It is. It
yeah.
is. We
Well,
all
thank
can
you
agree
so
to
much.
that. And the Rose, she is a mom. She's trying to, of course, family comes first, is what I can tell when she was telling us her story. But she's able to balance everything aside from running her own food truck and being the primary chef, because that's basically what she really wanted to do. And she's able to balance everything. And it's just so amazing to hear their stories. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Salamat, and we'll see you next week. Let's make it happen.
Make it happen.
Filipino, 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 Filipino. Hoy pare, pakinggan niyo ako.